All right, the Reds, it's the post-match pint. The Reds got beat by Brighton. It was shit. It was like those games we've watched before, only even shitter. I've got Kev Walsh and Harriet Pryor with me to talk about it being shit. Kev.
Don't want him. I just don't fucking want him. Oh, fucking... To be fair, should we talk about the one highlight? Divock in like the last 5 minutes where he just put that one right into the cop when he was trying to pass it. Fucking hell, God bless him, mate, honestly. That was the only highlight of the night for me. It actually brought a smile up because the rest of it was fucking shite.
Yeah, Harriet. I don't think you haven't been on the post-match pint before, have you?
No, clearly I'm cursed. This is my last one, isn't it? I'm never getting invited back.
We had Jacko on last week. Who's never lost one. And now we've got you, Harriet, and you're 0 for 1 now. So,
don't.
What a debut! What a match to have to talk about. I mean, I made a few notes just as I was watching it, and they don't say a lot. I've got to be honest with you. Salah has a chance after 2 minutes 24 seconds, which in his recent form you would think he could maybe put away, and then Liverpool essentially create fuck all for the rest of the match.
Yeah, it was just so slow, wasn't it? I just thought every time they got the ball, they just didn't know what to do. They just looked backwards. They looked to the side. They tried to go, ping the ball over again, and it just didn't work. And then they tried the same thing again and again and again. And I was just like, try something different. I thought Curtis Jones could have come on sooner. He brought Ox on, which I thought was going to bring some energy to the game. It didn't. It was just all flat, wasn't it? And I actually was expecting Brighton to score. And when they did, I just wasn't even that shocked. I was just like, well, that was inevitable, wasn't it? But yeah.
It was that one, Kev. It was the, I know it's I can see loads of people saying it on social about we've seen this movie before, but it's not we've seen this movie before. They remade it and made it even worse. Because it was like, Liverpool all the ball, Liverpool all the opportunity in the final third to do something, Liverpool cocking up the final ball and not being creative enough, as Harriet says, being too slow. And then you reach a point, don't you, where you're like, okay, let's just wait for the sucker punch to come. And there it is. A goal that even now as we're talking, they're still trying to decide who scored because it went in off like 2 of them, as well as a bit of Nat Phillips. You know what I mean? It was like, I know you look a bit of a tit if you start talking about bad luck as well, but feels a bit of that as well. Do you know what I mean? On top of a really bad performance. It could have been 0-0.
Oh, yeah, theoretically. But the thing is, that goal, it's not a carbon copy, but it's not a million miles off the one West Brom scored at Anfield, is it? Same goal, fucking goes in off the same post. It goes in with the same amount of... I can't fucking believe that just happened, but I already knew it was going to happen. But the thing is, we know we're going to be weak at the back because we've got so many injuries there. And we've got, listen, the goalie's got a fucking sore throat or something. Sounds, if you're going to be like that at the back, just go hell for leather going forward. Fuck it, do you know what I mean? We've got beat 1-0 anyway. I'd rather see a little bit of verve going forward. But tonight's performance, it didn't have any of that. It lacked any sort of intensity at all. You've got players like Thiago. Now, I've got no doubt Thiago playing in our first team with all the best players around him and flying, and possibly even on Sunday in a game against the likes of Man City, will look phenomenal. But tonight, fucking hell, man, he slowed it down. Since every time he got the ball, what we were screaming for was someone to go wide and use the corners of the pitch. And he checked inside, and he checked inside, and he checked inside.
Played into their hands, didn't it?
But you know what that is, don't you? It's a total lack of confidence. He played well last week against West Ham. I think I gave him man the match when we done the post-match points on that one. But tonight he clearly... Last week is sort of the exception rather than the rule in his current run of form. And tonight he looked exactly the same again. I thought he just didn't have that... the spark that you needed from him. You needed him and you needed Salah. In fact, what we needed with Salah was for him to fuck off over to the other side, because every time he got the ball, he's done exactly the same thing as he's been doing for the last few weeks. Now, listen, he scores goals and he's a fantastic player, but I don't understand why sometimes we don't just say to him, listen, Mo, that they are packing the centre. Go on the other side, go around your man, and just cut it back into the box. So then at least what you've done is you've turned the defenders around. They played all night tonight facing our goal. The second you turn them round and someone's gone along the other side of them and you whip a ball in, they are shitting themselves. Fucking big horses like that fucking left back, do you know what I mean? The ball comes flying at him and he's facing his own goal. He is going to put it into his own net, or one of his fucking mates is, or even fucking hell, Divock might even score if we do that. But if you're saying to them every time...
Steady on.
maybe I'm going a bit far there. But if you're saying every time we're cutting inside and we're going to try and beat you there, all you're doing, even if you beat the first man, there's 2, 3 and 4 of them behind anyway. And so what you're going to do is you're going to pass it to the other side. And they already know that you're not going along the outside. So they're not chasing the ball. You can't move a team by continually going side to side in front of them. What you've got to do is go side to side and at some point go behind them as well. That's what gets them turned. That's what gets people out of position. And that's what gets you the space you need for a shot to have a go. And tonight, that just didn't happen.